pleased with the performance, but the results are the disappointing thing today. In all the pre-game prep, I haven't seen a team come here like we have and press them from the front, and like we did, and the success we got from it. And we had some really good chances in that first half where, one-on-one, Sam has two great efforts, Keeper makes excellent saves, and Aaron, people might say they had a goal line clearance from Aaron, but Louis is right behind that one. I just think it's fine margins, isn't it, today, really? Their goals. I think Foxy's just in that moment where he thinks, maybe I can't step, but if he blocks his line, the kid doesn't get shot off. And unfortunate today, I think overall we've defended well, we've pressed really well, probably created more chances than we have in any game for a long while, and just haven't put the ball in the back of the net, unfortunately. And their goals a little easy, where I think we've worked so well all day, and the boys know it. They're just really disappointed in there about the result because of the way we've played. But I think we've come here, no team's come here, like I say, in the recent 5 or 6 games I've watched, teams have won, but they've dominated possession, and I think it was close to 50-50 today.
Yeah, big chance also for Louis Apre in the first half. That was arguably the best chance one-on-one with the Reading keeper. Yeah,
again, he's gone in one-on-one, and he's hit the target. The keeper's done really well as well, so it's other times they go in and it goes under the keeper, or he maybe has a bit more composure and because he goes down quite early and chips it over him. But he's in on the chance, and it comes from a great press again. So
going back to what you were saying about being pleased with the performance, I'll summarise it. Terry Angus used the word smooth to describe your first half performance. You played fluently, didn't you, for long periods of this game? You'll be pleased with that.
Tim, we came here to press them really hard and not sit back, and that's what we did, and then to play on top of that, and I felt we did. And from what I've watched, I keep saying it back, what I watched, no team's come here and gone toe to toe, in possession stakes against them. Some of the top teams have come here and given up, 60% possession against them, and and we were very purposeful in our play. Created 19 shots today, On another day, you're probably coming out the other side at least a draw minimum, and anyone who's been here today would say that. I don't know what you guys felt from up there, but it was just frustrating. Is probably the word today.
Yeah, I thought you deserved a point at the balance of play, but hey ho. Plus points. Ali Koike got some more game time for you in defence on the left-hand side of the defence. That's one of the plus points. Tony Springett played a period of the second half as well, so some positives.
Yeah, real positives, like Aaron there. I didn't want to break him, and I felt he was in that red zone. And really today, just put Sean back there at right back, and it's a little bit too soon for AK, but we're getting there with 1 or 2, and we're nearing the end of the season as well. So and just managing Liam's minutes as well. So Manny's had to play out of position again against a very tough competitor. Aziz is super quick. We made some adjustments with him, and he got the better of him, I felt, after probably about 35 minutes. But he was a real threat in the first half, and once we nullified that threat, I felt we stopped all their source, or their opportunities. So.
Yeah, he got booked inside the first 3 minutes, didn't he, Manny? You must have been thinking, goodness me, it's going to be a long afternoon for him, for the defence on the left-hand side.
They played Manny, he managed it well after that. He managed it well, and I think John covered ground, and, he's been tearing up the league, the lad. He's an excellent player, and it was a real contest for someone who plays centre-half and had to play left-back today because of the injuries we've got in that position. And can't start Ali, we can't. We've got to manage his minutes through and build them up and make sure that we look after him. And it's about making sure that we don't start the season with, what we started with last year. So we've got to protect players, but build their minutes and not break them. Jack there, I thought he pulled his hamstring, but it was only cramp. So I breathed a massive sigh of relief when he came on.
Yeah, so a year ago today when he went off at Newport and you thought he's got a long-term injury there with tendonitis and so forth, so that's a relief, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, look, we want to be, picking up points, winning matches. I think you can't fault the way we set up today and the way we played, but it's also about, protecting the group and looking after the group and making sure we start next season really strong with what we have.
Talking about protecting players, you didn't include Liam Moore in the 18 today. That's about managing his minutes, but he would have been playing against his former team. I guess he was probably disappointed not to get involved in some way today. What's the situation with that?
Yeah, look, we feel with his minutes he's in the red zone, and it's really what he's done is outstanding. To come back and put in the performances he has, and he felt a bit of just felt tight the other day. So all we're doing is protecting him, and we're not going to break him. So and that was what we did, and that was a tough one here. But we've got to do the sensible thing over the romance.
Over the romance, explain.
Come back to his old club, and it's romantic for him. He wanted to play, and he wanted to, be a part of it. But I had to go on the sensible side for him, and it's just calls you've got to make as a manager.
Forgive me, Don, show my ignorance of football terminology. You've used the phrase twice now. The red zone. You mentioned it in connection with Liam Moore, also with Aaron McGowan. Is that when a player's potentially going to pick up an injury if he plays too long?
Yeah, look, it's the players we've had and players that have come back, and like John Guthrie against Derby, he played, I can't remember now, but the amount of games in a row in 35 days, and he'd come back from, a bit of a hamstring injury, and, players are hitting those zones where we've just got to protect the group, really. We're very close to our marker where we want to be, and I would say I know a lot of teams down there, but like you guys pointed out to me, 53 points, no one else has gone down the last few years with that, and we've still got plenty of teams below us. Again, it'll reinforce we want to win games, and you can see that we went out to go hard at them today, but we've got to also protect the group, so there's trade-offs there as well.
I know you've got a target figure for the season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to tell me what it is, because I'm sure you won't do that, but you're closing in on that, aren't you? Not too far away now?
Minimal, and I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay, well, I look forward to you achieving that. Hopefully you'll get closer to that target on Monday. Port Vale, the visitors, are 6 fields. They've won today, they've beaten Bristol Rovers, so they're fighting hard to stay in League One. That won't be easy.
Tim, I think some of the results people tell me are just incredible results today. And,
well, Carlisle winning at Peterborough is extraordinary, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Cambridge away at Barnsley.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what teams, when their mindset and when they're back to the wall, what they can achieve. And we're just got to make sure that we're at our best and don't give them any opportunity. And no game in this league, as you know, as you've seen the whole season, no game in this league would be as easy. And if you take your foot off the accelerator and you have 2 or 3 not quite at it, you can be seriously hurt.
Just a general point to finish off talking about today's match. You've sort of alluded to this already, but you're talking now about next season, aren't you, John? It's about making sure players are protected ahead of the new campaign, which I'm sure, from your point of view, can't come around soon enough.
Absolutely, you've got to have one eye on that, because until it's mathematically possible, then you can say we've achieved what we set out to do. And then I just don't want to go into next season how we were this season, at the start of this season. And we're just got to make sure we're all ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
Simple as that.
Final one, nothing to do with today's game, but Andy Peakes has got promotion today with Tamworth into the National League. Like you, an ex-Western and Diamonds player, like you, a familiar figure on the Northamptonshire football scene. I'm sure that's a source of congratulations from you to him for what he's achieved.
Yeah, absolutely. I've known him. I've never played with him there. He's way before my time, a lot older than me.
Of course he is, John.
But no, look, really pleased for him, and he you know, it shows now at Diamonds, unfortunately, where they're headed, and it shows what a great manager he's been, because he goes there and helps them get into the conference. It'll be a great experience for him. So full congratulations.